Well, it's a critical night in California City as residents of the eastern Kern County take to the polls to vote on a land tax. The outcome of tonight's vote leaves emergency services like police and fire hanging in the balance. 23 ABC's Brandon Johansson has been following this story and joins us live from outside of a voting center with what this tax means for the city. Brandon?
Hey, good evening, Jessica. Currently outside one of two voting centers. This is First Baptist Church over on Lupine Loop Drive. The other, the Strata Center over at Central Park. Both of those places can be open until 8 tonight when polls close on this all-decisive tax. The third and final time the parcel tax will be voted on here in town. And if it does not go through this time, it's done for the year. City officials say that could be catastrophic. Now, you have to remember, this is a tax that has actually been around Cal City for decades now. It is not necessarily new here in town. And it has to be renewed by the voter every time, though. And so far, they've chosen not to do so. Now, if passed, Measure C would implement a tax of up to $180 on every parcel of land here in Cal City and would account for about 60% of the city's budget, upwards of $7 million. Now, yesterday, we spoke to city officials. We talked about that in the earlier shows today, that they talked about the consequences that could come from this if this tax does not pass, including cuts to city services. But we also talked to people as they were casting their votes tonight, many of them just saying they want people to get out and vote no matter which way.
We still have time for the polls are open until 8 o'clock tonight. Don't sit on the couch and say, oh, I'll let somebody else take care of it. That somebody else may not be there when you need that somebody else.
Now, part of the problem on this, Jess, in getting it passed is that it requires a 2/3 majority. In past measures earlier this year, they've actually gotten the majority, but not the 2/3. So that's been a problem in getting this thing passed. Again, polls closing tonight at 8 o'clock. So you have now less than an hour to get out here. But if you get here before 8, those votes do count. You can come to this over here, First Baptist Church on Lupine Loop Drive is one voting center. The other over at the Strata Center at Central Park. After that, at 8 o'clock, all the votes will be taken over to City Hall where they're going to be counted. We are expecting some unofficial results later tonight. For now in Cal City, Brandon Johansson, 23 ABC News.